And bruh, it ain't close. 34-1. Vince Young gets an argument. He threw 44 touchdown passes. Trevor has 88 and counting. Tim Tebow had 6 losses. Didn't play much as a freshman, nor did Vince Young. As a freshman, Trevor Lawrence walked on the field and humiliated Nick Saban 44-16. He was 19 years old. And it wasn't an average game. You see, Nick had 3 top 22 players in the draft that year on defense. Nick had 6 weeks to prepare for him. And the 19-year-old ate Nick Saban's defense filled with elite NFL players alive. Trevor Lawrence is easily the greatest college football quarterback of all time. Just compare him to Vince Young and Tebow, who maybe go 2 and 3, or a Tommy Frazier. This is a 90-touchdown pass, unbelievable as a freshman. There has been no dip since. Oh, he lost to LSU. Yeah, a team that got 14 players, a record, drafted into the NFL, probably the greatest college football team of all time. The idea, Andrew Luck, I think, redshirted as a freshman. Trevor Lawrence threw 30 touchdowns, 4 picks, but it was the ACC. Let me remind you, he humiliated Nick Saban. You are looking at a kid, we'll never see this again. I don't think we'll ever see a kid this good. He will go into the NFL next year, and this will sound hyperbolic. He will be a top 12 quarterback in the NFL. Think I'm crazy? Justin Herbert already is. You ask every NFL in the GM, Derek Carr, Kirk Cousins, Justin Herbert. It's not close. 32 of 32 take Herbert. Servinson came into the NBA. I said he will be, at some point in the first year, a top 25 player. I could not believe the pushback. He averaged over 22 points in 28 minutes. Have you seen Zion this year? He's a top 20 player production-wise in the NBA. So enjoy the games today. Yes, Alabama's going to roll Notre Dame like they've been doing to everybody in the SEC, everybody in college football not named Clemson for the last 12 years. And Ohio State's going to keep it close and probably not make it the most comfortable afternoon for Trevor Lawrence. But there's never been anything like that, ever. 34-1. And this year, he's not working with a very good offensive line, sans his left tackle, who's excellent. So there you go. Speaking of offensive lines, David Bakhtiari, who has been the best pass-blocking left tackle in the NFL last 4 or 5 years, is now out for the season for Green Bay. What does that mean? It means something. If you did not hear Greg Cosell yesterday, he brought up a very interesting point about Josh Allen. And I know you're all crushing the Dallas Cowboys. I get it. But I'm going to tell you why I'm kind of rooting for them to make the playoffs. Not saying they will, but I'm kind of rooting for them. And I don't root for the Cowboys much. That's coming up. Happy holidays. Happy New Year for joining everybody in LA.